Hello, Stampin' friends, and welcome. This is Dee Osburn, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we'll be using the Daffodil Daydream bundle, and we'll be making two cards. It's the same card, but with two sentiments. We'll be making a Happy Mother's Day, and then we'll be changing this sentiment and making an Easter Blessings card. So you can either have a Happy Mother's Day or an Easter card with the same, or both, with the same set and the same design. So if you like this video as you go along, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and leave me a comment. I love getting comments, and I will respond back to everyone who comments to me. If you want to get notified when I upload more videos, just click that bell and it will notify you. So let's get started. Everything that you need to make this card will be listed in the description below, along with the links and sizes that you need. So the first thing that you're going to need is a piece of pale papaya cardstock, cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to take this and we'll fold it in half. We'll take our bone folder and we'll get a nice crisp fold on that so that we can work with our card easily and so that it lays nice and flat. You will cut a piece of white. I haven't done that yet, but you should always cut a piece of white at 5 1/4 this way by 4 and put it on the inside for your message. Okay? So then we're going to take the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper, and we are going to cut two pieces, just like we did here. And the first piece is going to be this, I don't know, what do you call that, gingham plaid looking paper with this design on the background. And then the daffodil one with the beautiful flirty flamingo edges, and it's got this pale papaya polka dot on the other side of that. So we're going to cut two of those, and these are cut at 3.5 by 4.5. Okay, and we are going to glue them down at angles. So you'll watch how you put it so that your corners touch the edges. Okay, so let's get our glue and we will glue that down. Okay, and right at an angle so that the corners go all the way to the edges. Okay, and then we'll glue our other one the other way. Easy stuff here. Okay, same size, 3.5 by 4.5, and we're going to angle it the other way so that it goes all the way to the edge as well. All right, now we're going to take a piece of basic white, cut at 1.5 by 3.5, and we're going to stamp some dots on that. So let's move this out of our way, and we're going to get our Flirty Flamingo ink. Flirty Flamingo. So we'll get this stamp out of the Daffodil Daydream stamp set. We're going to be using the dots here. We'll be using both the sentiments, and we're going to use this one. So we're going to get those stamps out. And the first thing we'll do with our Flirty Flamingo is stamp the dots. And we'll just stamp, you know, kind of at an angle twice, maybe a third time, just to get a little bit towards the bottom as well. Okay, so you just kind of cover that piece of white a little bit up and down with the Flirty Flamingo. Then we're going to take some Memento ink, okay, and we are going to stamp just onto a piece of scrap basic white. We'll stamp the daffodil image. So let's ink that up. Ink that up real good. Okay. And and stamp that onto our basic white. Okay, so that we have a nice image. Then we're going to take some of the Stampin Blends, and I have used quite a few here, so I'll tell you what I'm using as I go along. Okay, so what I did was I took this Ivory Stampin Blend, and I went along. I didn't want these leaves right here to be completely white like that. So I just kind of went like this and put a little bit of Ivory in there. Okay, and then I'll show you what I did to make that kind of go away a little bit. So I took the color lifter and I just kind of went around as though there were color on this color lifter and colored that whole leaf. And it takes some of the black with it when it goes. It kind of smears that around a little bit. But when it dries, it gives, you know, the impression that it's just not completely white. And it dries really nicely, you'll see. And we're going to glitter a little bit, so even though it's a little blurry right there, it'll be okay. And then I took, let's see, what did I take? The light pale papaya. And I colored this part of the flower with light pale papaya. Okay. And I colored this part of the flower, and I didn't go all the way to the edge because I want to put some Flirty Flamingo on the edge. So I just kind of colored the inside of the flower with that. And then I took the light Flirty Flamingo and I colored the edges to give it that beautiful pink edge. Okay, and it just blends in there real nicely like that. See? Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. If you want a little more, you can go back and, you know, put a little more. So pretty. Okay, then I took a light old olive and I colored, oh, my tip's not good on this one, so let me see. I have another one, light old olive. Let's see if this tip is better. Yeah, this tip is better. So I colored the leaves with light old olive. And if you don't get all of it, that's okay, because we're going to go back and take some of this out anyway. So I just kind of went like that. I didn't really color all of it. I left some white spots in there. Okay. And then I took, what is this? Dark Mossy Meadow. And I just put like little dashes here and there on the leaves. And I'll show you how I made that not quite so dark. I took my color lifter and I went back over the Mossy Meadow pieces to lighten those up a little bit, and it will lighten up the old olive as well. Okay, and it will give you this nice blended look. And if you want, you can go back over with your light old olive and kind of add to that Mossy Meadow a little bit to blend it in just a little more, so that it doesn't look quite so stark. Okay? Now when that dries, it's going to look just stunning. And we're going to add glitter to it, because you know me, I have to have my glitter, right? Alright, so then that takes care of the flower. So we will take the die from the Daffodil Daydream bundle, and we're going to go and we're going to cut out this beautiful flower. Alright, so let's go do that. Now I have the flower cut out. So I'm ready to start assembling. I've glued these on there. I'm going to glue this down, but I'm going to pop this up on top of it first. So let's get some dimensionals, some Stampin' dimensionals, and I'm going to put a big dimensional on the big flower and a big dimensional on the big part of the stem. And then I'm going to use a mini dimensional on this smaller stem over here so that I have a nice coverage. So we'll take those off. And I didn't use a big dimensional here because of the cutouts right there. I didn't want the dimensional to show. So we're going to take our piece of white and we're going to figure out kind of where we want it. And I like having this go off the white just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, I have ink all over my fingers. Alright, so then we're going to glue, sticky glue, gonna glue this piece down. Okay. And I liked it down a little further than I liked it up. Okay, so just about like that. Alright, glue that down. If you want it up a little further, put it up a little further. Put it where you like it. Then I took some of this Simply Elegant Trim Gold and I wrapped it around my fingers about 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and I snipped it off. And I took a couple of glue dots. It took 2 glue dots. I don't know why, but I put 2 glue dots right there and took my gold trim and just stuck it down to that. All right. There we go. And you just kind of spread it out a little bit. Now on this card, on this one, I have Happy Mother's Day. And I did it at an angle, which I kind of liked. You could put it straight across, which maybe we'll go straight across on this one. All right, so you're going to get some dimensionals. And you have to remember that this piece is popped up. So when you put your dimensionals, put one way far on this corner. And then the other one can go, you know, just like right there. And pull the backs off. And then place, I'm going to put it straight across this time. We'll see which one we like better. If we like it better crooked or straight across. I don't know, I like them both. So then I took these Artistry Blooms adhesive backed sequins and I put some of those on there and I put one up here and I used a couple of the little ones on the sentiment itself and then one more down here just to kind of pull your eye all the way around the card. Now of course the last thing that I have to do, you know me, I gotta have my glitter. Day without glitter is a day without, like a day without sunshine. That's how I feel. See, I even have glitter on my nails. Love glitter. So we're going to put a little glitter on the leaves. And this is my 2-way glue pen. And you can get one of these pretty much anywhere. And I'm going to put glue and glitter on the little dashy pieces on the flower. And then I put it in the center of the flower and the little lines here. And then I also put it in the center of each of these flowers just to have a little glitter around on the card. Okay, so let's glitter that up. We can always add more glitter if we don't think we have enough, so you know, that's not a problem. So, and then I just put my glitter where I remembered that I had put glue. And then just kind of shake it around on there and shake it off. Tap it off real good. Okay. And there you have it. it. Your Easter blessings. Oh, I love it. Okay, I want to put that under there like that just a little bit. Oh, yes, love that. Okay. Just like that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, there we have it. All right, this one keeps coming off of here. I think I'm going to need to replace my Stampin' Dimensional, so let's go ahead and do that. This one doesn't seem to be wanting to stick, so I'm going to pull that one off. And although it's stuck on there pretty good there. You know, you can always fix your cards. I always say there are no mistakes in stamping. You can always fix them. And so I bent that Mother's Day up pretty good, right? So that's okay. I'm going to show you, since I bent it this way, I'm just going to bend it back up a little bit this way and give it a little bit of dimension. And I kind of like that, the way it's kind of wavy, right? Gives it a little more dimension. I really like that. I wish I had done it on this one. So there we go. There's our two cards. The Happy Mother's Day Daffodil Daydream and the Easter Blessings Daffodil Daydream card. I hope that you have liked this video. This was a quick and easy card. You can redo this and make a lot of these really quickly, and send out some cards to all your friends for Easter, or a special Mother's Day card to your mother or your mother-in-law, or a friend who is a mother, or your daughter who's a mother. We have lots of people who are mothers in our lives that aren't just our mothers. So there we go. I hope that you have enjoyed this card. Please like, share, and subscribe. Come back and see me. Until next time, have a great day.